All right. Well, I guess I will go ahead and recap it because it was a rather dubious episode. So, after sort of finding yourself with a new lack of chosen few members around, after having dispatched many of them in cold blood the previous session, you guys found yourself sort of wandering about through the outskirts of Wessenjor and eventually found yourself infiltrating the palace. Though interesting dream use or interesting use of the spell dream actually set the situation up so it was somewhat expected and sort of lent into this uh, developing prophecy that the current king Urine Skyraiser had sort of on his plate already. You then found the great gold dragon Isilnor had already made his presence known to the king, and they'd been discussing next steps forward with this pretty significant mistake Isilnor seems to have made. They've put together that there are certain events that are now unfolding that will be unfolding regardless of what happens, and there is apparently a sort of final battle to be had between you using the pieces of the heart to reforge the heart of the Omni Stone, this great, or the Omni Weaver rather, this great powerful magical item that apparently is passed through this council known as the Council of Xenopus, forming what is forming this orb that they call the Orb of Xenopus. And apparently this is of great import to the overall state of affairs for not only this world, but all worlds, as Essrex is some sort of proving grounds. You're not exactly sure the details, but it seems like the council has been fed up with the current state of the world, and they're seeing if you guys are even worth keeping around. And by the looks of things, maybe you're not. So, the Grey Wind seems to be this final attempt to prove yourself against this sort of self-inflicted darkness that has been brought into the world by the very humanity that must destroy it. So now you're sort of set with this interesting new perspective that, well, you believe you may be destroying Essrex in the process of saving it, and you're not really sure how to deal with all of that and what that might mean for the future of your endeavors here. But now you find yourself reclaimed and refocused, all regrouped and thinking about what it is you are going to do for these final few days before this grand battle must take place one way or another.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will our so I understand that we must all come together, reforge the Omni Weaver, and then go to a boss fight. And this boss fight, how does that fit in with the beholders? Like, do we get teleported to our own gauntlet and we all fight it out, and then the winner comes back, or like because they're on the plane with us right now? How do we know how that will work?
Yes. So you don't really know, but you assume that through the forging of this powerful magical item, that it will have a devastating effect on the current plane that you're on. So much so that the beholders and you would both be sort of maybe not transported, but in the remnants of Essrex.
Okay. Poor
So
Essrex.
So it is definitely going to like vaporize Essrex.
You think that it's going to have some, pretty cataclysmic implications onto the plane of Essrex, but you don't really know how that's going to play out long term. I mean, if this is all a test, you certainly want to pass the test.
Yeah, that was my thought as well. Because basically it's a test to see if a test by the gods to see if humans are even worthy in the first place, or like mankind is worthy in the first place to like have an existence or like a reality. And if we like just don't do it, then eventually this reality will fail regardless. I don't know. Seems like a cleansing purge or something.
And also, like, I think this activating this will yield help in the future as well.
Right.
It'll give the Omni Weaver down the line for the final boss fight.
To our
do we know that
5 characters?
I mean, didn't the king? Do we know that? Did the king say that? Like it's like there's a prophecy of that, right? The future.
The idea is that this Omni Weaver upon reforging will be the only way for you guys to succeed in whatever this, short-term test or whatever it is that you're being given. However, that is going to have dire consequences down the road with this Omniweaver being reforged. It is necessary that it is again used sometime in the future. So the Omniweaver is going to be supplying a great deal of magical energy for years and years to come. But you don't know the specifics. But clearly this is something that you are not going to have to worry about. You won't be around.
Right. Yeah. Well, so where are we right now?
I'm actually not sure where we left it. I think
we were in the castle
just
talking to
castle.
Skyraiser.
Yeah.
Me and Tick Tick showed up on the airship, and I'm like trying to dip. Like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I need to think about some stuff, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
Right. And I think Skyraiser was kind of telling you, like, you can't leave. Like, I need your assurance that you will follow through with this.
Yeah. And then I keep trying to back up, and I'm like, I know we'll talk soon. And I'm like taking steps towards the door. I don't know. I really don't want to be here right now.
I guess Alec turns to Nugget, or I turn to Nugget and say, if they want to keep us here, they should know that they will be unable to for that long. But I think we should give them a chance. Perhaps there's somewhere we could stay here to at least gather our thoughts and formulate a plan. I say that to the king.
Yeah, Urine sort of like looks around your party, frowns again, and says, I really wish we'd met on better terms. Of course, you're more than willing to stay here, collect your thoughts, do what you will, but I'm afraid this is the only way. And one way or another, this will need to be done.
Will, I just saw your shirt.
Yeah,
That's
me
awesome.
too.
Oh my god.
Thank you. It was a gift from one of my friends.
That's awesome. Cool. Sorry.
Talking to the king. How long do we have until we need to reform this?
That is not an easy question, but with 8 days until the red moon, before then would be preferred.
Okay. Then you must allow me and my friends to sort some things out, I suppose, before. And hopefully be a day before the, moon comes, or we just need time.
Of course, it's not that I want to prevent you from preparing. What I want is your reassurance.
If we can use your airship to travel around, that would be helpful to sort out our things. If so, you have my assurance.
Sure, it won't do me much good where I guess I'm going.
What time of day is it right now?
You started this all pretty early in the morning, so I would say that it's probably just now getting toward noon.
Does that mean we're staying here, or are we gonna move out and reconvene here shortly after we've run some errands?
We have to get a lot of people home first, so
I kind of like look at Skyrazor and say, are these terms acceptable? We'll return to you before the red moon, and we'll see it done.
Well, to be honest, I don't have much control on what your terms are. But I will remind you that this is bigger than any of us individually.
Clearly. I turn to leave.
Fire up the engines, Dick.
You got it.
What is Sealnor doing?
He's wrapped around the throne, looks to be just watching, waiting.
I'm gonna walk up to a Sealnor.
Bruh.
And I'll bow with some courtesy and humbleness, and
He does a little nod.
it's nice to see you again, my friend. I'm sorry that our last parting was the way it was. I hope that you understand my thoughts and motives.
It appears that you were correct in your estimation of the situation. It is sometimes difficult, as I'm sure your friend Nugget could tell you, to resist your urges as a dragon. There are things deep-rooted in our race from those dragons of old. In a way that you may understand well, dragons are close to divinity, spawned directly from our godly overbearers. And it is their will that drives us still. Though sometimes it is misinterpreted.
I can't claim all of the wisdom, my friend. Torm acts through me at times and guided my hand that day. I want to walk closer and kind of put my hand on him somewhere that's appropriate, that would just show friendship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just kind of place your hand sort of on his neck, right above like where his wing starts coming out of his back. He looks over to you. I do wish to apologize for my role in the trouble that has befallen you. I know that there's been a great stirring in the Pantheon. Those who would see your mission fail. Some even that call themselves deities of good. From what I understand, you had an encounter with a deity or an angelic being on my very tower.
We did.
Such events as these seldom go unnoticed, and there are those of the gods who believe such counsels are unnecessary, believing that themselves or humanity have transcended their watchful eye. I believe that I fell into this trap, and I recommend you to avoid it.
I'm here to root out all evil. Whatever it takes, Torm and Melendria guide me. We will speak again, my friend. And I hold up the dragon crystal, and I turn and walk off to follow Alec.
Just walk as you go.
I'm gonna catch up to Nugget if he's already like running up to the ship. I'm just gonna. So, what errands do we have to run? What are we doing?
All the people that, your former headmaster fucked with in the heads have to go back home. And since they had to sit outside here in front of Skyraiser and he refused to let them in, whatever that condition they may have been in, but he deserves to use his resources to get them back home.
If what Skyraiser says is true, then does it... Never mind. You're right. You should take your mother home.
We have time to discuss this, so why do it now?
I'll just go get on the ship, I guess, or I'll follow you. I'm following you guys. I don't know.
I'm following Alec unless he shows pause.
I don't know about how you guys feel. I'm pretty indifferent at this point.
Buckle up. Journey isn't pleasant for people as unexperienced as the rest of you.
It's gonna get bumpy.
I'm gonna find a safe, secure place to sit if there is one.
Sure. I mean, there are, places to sit around the ship. A few of them look like, benches that were intended to be set on, but also, the ship is just a big seat.
Boat? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
As we take off, I'm steering to the best of my ability, and I'm sure everything is going great.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you find the ship relatively easy to control. I mean, it definitely looks like it was intended to be controlled by someone who doesn't really know how to. So it's, not horribly difficult for you to begin making your way. Where are you going?
I say to outside the gates to pick up our downtrodden refugees.
Okay. So you start slowly moving about and descending through, I guess, most of the help of Tick Tick, sort of lowering yourself slowly outside the walls. You see several of these immortals completely shrouded in darkness looking up towards you, sort of shocked by what they're seeing. But, it's clear that the alarm has not been raised, and so they allow you to do what you're doing.
I'm just fucking...
Lowering down, you do see quite a number of different individuals who have been, by the looks of things, developing a couple of teleportation circles, slowly writing the different runes on the ground to ensure that at least a few people are able to teleport out.
All right. So which town here is not being accounted for by the teleportation circles? We can get you on this whole charter airship. Get you home right away.
As you guys descend, everyone looks up in shock and awe as this humongous ship just begins slowly descending with these huge balloons kind of kicking around and these huge blue propellers moving it. A few of them look up towards you, sort of, unsure of what to say. And then as you say that, one man steps forward. Oh, I've been trying to get everything sort of as organized as I can. There's been quite a bit of complications moving people further south. Most of the people are not from around there, so I suppose if you don't mind, that could save us a teleportation circle that was going that direction, and we could reroute this one to be more convenient for some of the folks from the east.
Absolutely.
All right. Stop rewriting that one. Yes, I'll get things in order. Anybody going to Drimmen? A few people raise their hands. Well, do you mind stopping with them? I think they could use your help.
Tell everyone to climb aboard, and then I go, Tick, are we gonna take these guys back to their house, or are we just gonna like give them the ship?
Well, I mean, we might need the ship. We probably have a bigger need for this ship than they do.
I mean, we don't really need anything. Every material possession that's not on our body is going to be destroyed within a week.
I like look around and make sure no like randoms heard that.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, but what if we need to travel really quickly in that week? Because maybe we found a way to prevent the world from being destroyed within the week, and it only will work if we get there really fast.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
We're in the end game now.
Well, I don't really have anything else to do.
What allies do we have that we can call upon to bring with us?
Maeve.
That's
Sealnor.
one. That's two.
I don't think we should bring it. I don't think we should bring a Sealnor. You know.
How come?
I mean,
Oh, I know why.
No, it's not like that, okay? Up until 5 minutes ago, we were running away from that guy. Plus, he was one of the reasons this whole thing started in the first place, right? Him and Yaren were all trying to be all powerful. We shouldn't give them a chance to opt out. They don't deserve it.
Opt out.
Of dying.
It's not really for that. For killing, not for running away.
We need to win, ultimately, and though his motives were misguided before, he is a dragon.
It's
A
fine.
golden one.
Guys, I promise. Bran can throw a spear harder than a dragon can bite. I can attest to that.
What about Melandria? Is she... What happened to her again? We could bring her. Or is she dead? She's not dead, right?
Who are we talking about?
Dan's muted, but I can't remember her name. Dan's...
Yeah, Melandria. We left her on the tower.
Yeah.
We left her where?
Is she on the Zonian Tower?
Yeah, so you left the tower with her and like split up, like she said.
Yeah, she went.
Like,
so she lived. She went another direction. Yeah. Okay.
But
I mean,
she's alive. I mean,
yeah.
to the best of your knowledge.
Honestly, like, okay. If we are to endeavor in this, I've seen you do amazing things, Brandon, and I, for one, am a believer. And at very least, you, if this book has anything to say about that, and I show the book, surely Melandria would be a powerful being to have at our side if we go into this fight. I think we should bring her. Can you contact her?
I will pray for her guidance this evening.
So, I vote Maeve. You two vote Melandria. Perhaps Sevni and Tick Tick could become, could they come to an agreement on who they should bring?
Need to speak with someone in Essrex before I can make that decision.
I think we need to find the Venn diagram perfectly encapsulating people we don't want to die and also people that could theoretically help us out in a fight. Maeve and Melandria are the perfect examples of that.
Were there 8 members of the Chosen Few? Or was there more?
Good question. If there were, I didn't intend it to be.
That'd be insane.
2, 3,
Find it.
4, 5.
Yeah, Garrick's got the kill list.
There's 9. Ah, you were so close.
Well, kick Trey's right out.
He barely counts anyways.
Yeah, they'd be like, dude, we don't need you.
8.5. Yeah. Yeah. He was just
Or
a baller.
Yorlar, because we barely ever talked to him and he's still alive, and so he doesn't really count.
Oh, he's gonna count.
I've never seen him.
He was just the
personally.
intern. He was the
Yeah.
He's a
intern.
temp.
Like just because you didn't kill him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Important.
Right.
Hey.
The only other candidate I can think of is Amryn Yinhorn. We battled her. Of course, Galen, though he doesn't like us too much, and he was wounded gravely last time we saw him. Both of those people, as far as I know, are mortal, though.
Wait,
compared
we
to
fought Amryn Yinhorn? Who's that?
Amryn Yinhorn is the leader of the Inquisition. We fought her in the tournament against Galen.
Oh,
she was one of our opponents.
Yeah. I don't necessarily like any of those people. Perhaps Sevni could talk to whomever he needs to talk to, and then consult
comes to
with
mind.
Tick.
We bested them, to be
Exactly.
quite frank, while we were not as powerful as we are now.
I agree.
But
Amryn is
of
probably
course.
not the best candidate. I'm just
she
spitballing.
does have a cool train.
I don't like the Inquisition.
Well, luckily she's a woman.
What?
Anyways,
What about you, Tick? What allies come to mind?
Well, the best fighter I know is Storny Dimpike.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the guard at the Adventurers Guild. They put him on guard duty because he's such a good fighter. Seriously,
I'll consider that. Anyone else come to mind?
well, there is a really famous adventurer who Nugget won't like because she has a flame sword, but she's very famous, powerful.
have we met her?
Well, I did. She didn't like me very much.
Well, then we shouldn't get her then.
You won't like that suggestion. I don't have any good people.
Cuban dog treat.
What you got there, Dan? Is that a churro?
So
What about One Eye? One Eye.
maybe we should find people whom we're close to, and not just like random guy who gave us booze that one time, or like that person we fought that one time.
Those tend to be the most trustworthy of people.
Sometimes.
If you offer
mean, hey,
booze
Talking
to
about
a
the
stranger.
criminals from Vekwalaza.
Okay, criminal. Okay. I think criminals is
I don't know what he's capable of. I mean,
he does have a leg now.
We've seen Melandria in combat. I mean, my vote's with her for sure.
Maeve is an incredible cleric. So you guys won't
I
even
had the
have
same
to
thoughts.
heal me when I inevitably almost die a lot.
Then we need to pick a third. Sebby,
Like I
do you have
said.
anyone in mind?
I need to go to Essrex.
Do you need to
Essrex?
go to Essrex?
We're in Essrex. Essrex is the continent,
Did
right?
you mean off?
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, what? I need to go off Stern.
Do you need to go to Ostern, or could you like talk?
I need to go.
Well, we have an airship.
My thoughts exactly.
Right, but we have people to get home first.
Yeah, who are hoping to go to Drimmins.
We can go to off Stern's on the way, roughly. It's a little,
I mean, you're pretty far north, so everything's on the way.
yeah.
What's I can't even remember that guy's name. The guy that I fixed his leg. I can't. He pointed on a map where there's some
If you can't remember his
Stormbuster?
name,
Stormbuster.
Stormbuster. Thank you.
Perhaps.
We might need to make a quick trip to a certain location.
let's
Ah.
make a new
Stormbuster showed
rule.
me.
Let's make a new rule. For
That's right
bringing
next to
people.
Drimmin. That's right next to Drimmin.
If you can't remember their name, their first or last name, I don't think they're allowed to come.
Oh, I don't want him to come. He just reminded me of a location I need to
Oh,
visit.
that's fine.
That's right next to Drimmin, and we should go do that. I wonder if that would
Yeah.
count as an entity. Maybe our third entity should be the one from Drimmin.
While we're having this discussion,
Elemental.
can we start loading up people? Like the guy
Yeah.
made the announcement to go to
I'm
Drimmin,
assuming people are loading on your
Yeah,
ship.
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I pictured too.
so we can do this. And
Hold on, people, we're talking.
Yeah,
Wait.
they're just walking by. They're like, what the fuck? Anyway.
8 people? Everyone else gonna die? What the fuck are these
They're
guys talking about?
They're like, dude, way more than 8 people can fit on this ship.
I have a child.
Come on, please.
Yeah, it's
please.
great.
That's 2. Off you go.
I
Alright,
think we should just start flying, and then
Yeah.
we can just try to discuss more.
Yeah. Yep. Who's
Okay.
in off staring? I want to know who's in off staring.
Boris.
Staring. Close.
I know who's
Hey,
not
man.
there.
Logan knows who's not staring.
Okay.
No.
You guys begin your travels southward once you load up your cargo and everything. Is there anything else you guys do in Western Georgia before you head out?
I'm gonna look for Stormbuster.
Okay.
Storm, yeah, busting.
Looking around, you eventually find him. He looks like he is not fully recovered from last night's antics. Looks like-
Stormbuster.
Oh, thank you for my leg. Like lifts up his
Yes.
leg.
Yeah, how's it feeling?
Good, good.
Good to hear. Just wanted to confirm that spot near Bremen you were talking about. Can you point to it on the map again? Just
He points to the small lake there, it's near Bremen. He says, "Yep, we'll be underwater right in there.
underwater.
Yep, underwater caves." That's what I said.
I don't remember that. Anyways, do you want to ride back to Bremen, or where are you off to?
No, I'll find a way somewhere up here, probably.
Well, since this is probably the last time we'll see each other, is there any information that might be of use to me that you could give me? I'm willing to bargain.
Don't think so.
He's probably happy to walk. He wants to walk everywhere now.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm like I said, I'm willing to trade for anything, truthfully.
Look, you seem like a nice guy, but I don't know much about you, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot I want.
Let me see
Already
if I could...
healed my damn leg.
Take it back.
I can take your leg back.
Oh, I'll get that leg.
Rocket.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I pull out 2 potions. One is a deep or a bright white, and it's peaking. That's the one that can cure all diseases. And then there's another one. Ooh, where it is? I don't know what its description is, but it's the Widowmaker one, the one that does like 12 D10 if they consume it. I say, would you be willing for these? I mean, I'm interested in anything elemental wise, primal or primordial. You know anything about the Dark Sun? You know, anything of demonic nature?
Sort of gives you a long stare, and he says, "Who do you think I am with this crazy demonic? No, I don't know anything about that."
Well, you knew about the elementals, the primordial elementals. I would imagine you knew more from that, but...
Well, I've come across a thing or two, but nothing nothing interesting.
You might find something not interesting that someone might find interesting. But I see that I might have wasted both our time, and I put my bottles back and I begin to head off.
Thanks again for the leg.
I raise my hand behind me.
All right.
All aboard the Drimmin. Toot toot.
Goes quite a few people on, maybe like 7 or 8 people going to Grimmin.
If there's any like stragglers left behind, want to make sure they get where they're going to. But we're just gonna sit there, wait for everybody to go through their portals, everybody to hop on the ship, whatever. Make sure everyone's accounted for.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few people teleporting somewhere that isn't really their home, but it's closer to their home kind of thing. But overall, it seems like they did a pretty good job sort of planning this out throughout the morning when you guys were gone. And I mean, by the looks of things, everyone's getting at least somewhat close to their home.
All right, fire it up.
All right. You guys fire it up and begin your trip southernly. How fast do you want to go, Tick Tick? Are you like pedal to the metal? See how fast the thing will go?
Let's see what she's got.
Okay. So
Engage.
pretty much immediately, you feel the ship start going pretty fast. And then all of a sudden, all of you like sit down, like hold something as the ship starts going really fast. And then it's almost ear splitting, just the sheer wind sound going by your head as this airship is just plummeting forward through the air. These blue propellers spinning at a velocity that you did not think possible, except by some very amazing magical energies that must be coursing through them. And Tick Tick, you realize that this is actually using the energy in your body. You are like propelling the ship with your own energy.
We're ticking now.
I'm like holding onto the wheel and my legs are just flapping behind me. Ah!
Right. Yeah, you're moving very quickly. And I'll say in like probably 30 minutes, you are over off Stair.
Yeah, I'm not so good at the brakes. It's just a quick break.
Oh shit, stop! I'm gonna try to whip it around too. So not only
One person like almost falls off the edge. Somebody else, oh, come on. Oh shit. You all right? He looks down and says, thank you. Holy shit.
everybody, we're now landing in Ostaren. In case you need to take a stop, talk to some people. That's you, Stephanie.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
This is my stop. Did we go to Offstern or Dremen?
Darren first. It's on the way.
Okay. I thought we just 30-minute crossed the continent. That's insane.
It's not that fast.
They've gone to Plaid.
Okay.
Speed.
Yeah, I look for the Zweihandlers place.
I was gonna say you just
And
added like
Blaze.
2 extra syllables to that name.
The Zweihandlers, you do indeed know where they are, so you make your way into their training grounds.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that it is relatively destitute. Not very many people out right now. You don't know if this is a day off for them or that they're all stationed somewhere, but you do see Raflinor, this sort of always bare-chested, short black hair with the graying beard. The man that you know was actually in charge of teaching Farilla.
Right. I go up to him. I say, Raflinor, is that it?
Hi, well met. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I notice your place is kind of empty. You got people out or?
Well, out working. It's been a lot of work recently between what happened in Matrexin and trying to get everything moving. Well, anyway, I don't want to bore you with it. What can I do for you?
I look around, just like field of vision. Is Farilla here at all? Just within sight?
You don't see her.
Okay, then I ask. I say, do you know where? Actually, how's Farilla doing? You know, she good?
It's Farilla's Zweihander now, and she's doing quite well.
Really?
One of the best pupils I ever trained.
Really? Do you know where she's at?
Of course. I think she might have just, and he like sort of like looks around for a second and says, I think she was off getting some lunch. Trying to remember where she went. I don't know. You'll just have to look.
Fair enough. I go to that place just like straight off the bat. The place that like had the, I can't remember. It was just straight up like full on animals that were being eaten, just like straight off the bones.
The split
The
pig.
split
The
pig.
split pig, yeah. I go
Okay.
there.
There's also the half-cracked egg in, perhaps, if you would like.
That's true too. That's true
All
too.
right.
You make your way over to the split pig, and you see a somewhat haggard Gregory Vincer, the half-elven owner and proprietor, leaning up against the door. He looks like he's smoking a pipe.
Oh, like on the outside or inside?
Inside.
Okay. Hey, Gregory. Yeah. How's business? And I look around.
And you look around and you see that it is just packed with people. He says, business has been all right. It's, well, it's not every day magic gets reinstated. It's been nice to see.
Really? I
Yep.
didn't hear the news.
Kumar finally got some sense to him. With Betrexen out the way and these Greys being useful to him finally. Guess he changed his mind.
Politics. You haven't happened to, once again, look around. You haven't happened to see Farilla recently. Has she come here at all? Trying to find her.
He points and you see in this third booth, the back of some long brown hair that you see has been sort of braided into these two tight braids that interwove together and towards the back, sort of the nape of the neck. It's definitely a hairstyle you've never seen Frillo wear before, but looks like Frillo.
Does she have a Zweihander on her? A sword?
You walk around?
Like, I want to be sneaky. I don't want her to see me yet.
Okay. Yeah, walking around, you see, like, it's like as if she were eating with his Zweihander. It's like laid on the other in the other booth across the way.
It's funny.
And she's just leaning over, just devouring some ribs.
All right, I'm gonna take some of my spare clothes and like put it on my head and like cover my face, and I'm gonna walk over. That's a cool sword, and I reach for it.
She kicks the sword up into the air, grabs it out, and sticks it into the table, looking over towards you.
I jump back. I'm like, whoa! Chill. Farilla, chill, bro. Let me see it.
70?
Yeah. Let me see the sword.
All right, but don't do anything to it. She like leans it towards you.
I'm like, And I point to the wall, literally right behind her. And I say, whoa, what's that? And I cast alter self on myself to look just like her.
All right. As you point, she does not change her appearance. She just goes straight at you.
I said, no. Look at the wall. Please. Keep looking. And then I do the thing.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I'm Farilla. I'm a Zweihander. I'm Farilla. I'm a Zweihander.
Very funny. Now give it back.
All right, I change back.
What brings you back all the way to Off-Zarin? I figured you'd be roaming the worlds by now.
The plains. And I sit down.
The plains.
No. Check this out. And I pull out a drift globe. I'm the, complete opposite, bright ball, the dark sun thing. I say, the leader, I'm the chieftain now. That's me.
I heard rumors of this transaction. I can't say that I approve.
Like you ever would. Anyways, how are the guys, the sword guys?
Well, it's certainly been a couple of weeks. I've been really enjoying training. I think that
You think you could kill a beholder?
What?
A beholder? Think you could kill one?
Maybe. I've never seen a beholder before.
First time for everything.
I certainly know I could take out some demons.
Oh, yeah, the Demogorgon's back. I don't know if you heard about that either.
I've been getting some random correspondences, but it has been a little shaky. What exactly happened to, the previous chief?
Oh, Rainfear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. We went to the Abyss, me and a couple guys. We saved him. We snuck into the Demon Lord's lair thing. Buddy of mine, he can summon their powers, whole shindig, in exchange for, Rainfear to be held captive. Yeah, I'm not too proud of that one. But he made me the chieftain.
So,
Point one.
Rainfear's in the Abyss.
Yeah, in exchange, we can get him back if we open a portal from hell into the Abyss, and then he'll, give him the advantage in the Blood War.
Is that what we want to do, though? That sounds...
Put them against each other.
Well, there's that at least.
Yeah, anyways. You think you could... Yeah, the world's going to end, so we need someone to help kill some beholders.
The world's gonna end.
Yeah, the world's going to end, I promise.
Okay.
No, I can prove it. And I just pull out 2 pieces of heart and put them on the table if she knows what those are.
She doesn't seem to notice them. She's
Come on, they're the pieces. Come on. You know these. You've seen these a million times.
What? When? What
I
even
don't
is
know.
it?
It's a piece of heart. It's a piece of heart.
70, I don't know what you're talking about, but I think I better get back to work.
What time do you have to be back there?
I'm already late. I should really be going. This was great seeing you, though. Try to stay in touch more, and let me know if you're going to the Abyss again. I wouldn't mind killing some demons in there.
Sure. And I just stay at the table.
Okay. She says, oh, and in your travels, when you're finding all this weird stuff, do you make good money?
Yeah.
Great, you can pay for the ribs. She stands up and leaves.
I pay for the ribs. I just go up to the bar and I say, I got her tab.
Gregory walks up from the front door where he was still smoking. Do you want to... What? Why would you... Oh my God. Okay, thank you. He does not tell you how much they cost. He just holds out his hand.
Usually in a transaction like this, the seller tells the buyer how much the product is. I'm not familiar with how much this product is.
Let's call it 2 gold for the ribs, 3 for my inconvenience, 5 total.
All right. And I pull out 2 pieces of gold. I put them on the table and I slide them. And I say, what have you got on tap? And then I pull out 5 more pieces of gold.
He looks over and he says, well, I'm afraid all of our Betrexin ales have gone by the wayside. We do have some new things coming in from Zunjin. That's this.
Just give me something. Just give me something.
Pours a beer, puts it down in front of you.
And then I set 5 gold coins and slide it to him. Keep the change, and I walk out with the glass or the wooden cup.
He just sort of looks confused and then what lets you leave with the cup?
I head back for the ship.
I also have something I'd like to do if we're making a pit stop in Staring.
Okay.
I'll make it quick. So I'm sitting there on the ship ever since we stopped as we're waiting for 70, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just pondering. I'm a little nervous looking, and I'm thinking, I'm just like, then I look up at the rest of my party and I go, can't take it with you, can you? I pull out some gems from my sack and I march directly into Offstarin. So I run into town. I walk to the Half Crack Egg Inn. I walk in. I take a blue opal. I slam it down on the counter, and I go, "This is worth 1,000 gold pieces. I want a drink. I want some smokes, and I want a human woman."
I thought you were gonna go get potions and like consumables for our fight.
This time, do not get me Bunrin. Everyone thought we slept together last time, and it was really embarrassing.
Well, we usually cater to different persuasions than yours.
I don't care.
Okay.
Something female. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit.
I think that's where you might be a little confused.
Oh, you only have
yes.
guys? Fuck! Bring out the gnome. Bunrin's a gnome, right?
Yes, he is.
All right, fuck it. Where's he at?
He's, I think, here. Let me go check.
As he gets up, I too stand up from the desk, and I'm like marching. I'm like, let's go.
Here's Bunrin. You see, he looks up. Oh, pleasure to meet you again.
I grab his shirt collar. I plant a big old kiss on his lips. Shove it back.
Pleasure to see you again as well.
Drinking some smokes. Let's go. And I walk back out to the counter.
Okay. As you undergo these various pleasures of the flesh in as little time as possible, they take you see that your gem is gone from your counter. Someone has procured it.
I come back to the ship. I got a mug. I got like a cigarette type thing, I assume.
I think they have rolled cigarettes and things.
And I'm leaning on the edge of the ship and I'm just can't take it with you.
Okay. Sebney, are you also heading back towards the ship?
Yes.
Right. And Tick, you wanted to do something here out there?
I did, yes. I'm gonna go to Jordal's old place where I told Miss Marlem to meet me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slam open the door. Miss Marlem!
Do you go to where he lived, or do you go to the second floor of the Adventurers Guild where he got work delivered to him? Okay. Yeah, easy enough to do. You find Jordal's kind of fancier 3-storied little lean-to style house here in Offstarin.
Miss Marlem!
You see him kind of poke his head out and look around. Well, hello. See that you've kept up your end of the bargain, though you're a little bit early.
Where is he?
He's inside. I'm trying to keep it cool. It's starting to stink.
Take me to him.
All right. He leads you up, and you see this sort of ornate, polished marble bathtub that is filled with melting ice and the very much dead body of Jordal Crackfoot.
I'm just gonna go close to him, sort of stare at him for a number of minutes, just contemplating. You were right, Jordal. The Emperor brought all of this on us. I should have trusted you from the start. Get rid of the body.
Get rid of it? Do you know how difficult it was bringing it here?
I am going to twin cast prismatic spray at Ms. Marlem. One's at 7th level, one's at 8th.
All right, you will counterspell one of them. Okay, he fails. 12 plus 4, 16.
Great. He needs to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
15 and 13, yes.
Both fail. So the first one does acid damage, and the second one does poison damage. So, just in case he has any resistances or anything.
He does not.
Can I roll all of the dice together then?
Yeah, go for it.
That is going to be 77 points of damage combined between the two.
Okay. How would you like to do this?
I just I want to drain all of the color from his body. Just leave him completely pale and shallow as I bring all of his energy, and then I'll just throw it back out at him and like split his body in half with the pure force of the energy.
All right. Easy enough to do. You obliterate him.
The council's gone, and you were always a dick. I'm gonna go over to his chest and I'm gonna rip off the Gold Adventurers Guild medal and pin it on my own chest.
Fair enough.
You won't be needing this anymore.
Badass.
And then I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Okay. You wander back towards the ship.
That's fucking murder to me.
When Tick Tick left, as soon as he left, Alec was kind of like meditating. And as Tick Tick left, he kind of like looked at Bran and began to follow him. I actually rolled an insight check on my own to see if like Alec would think that maybe Tick Tick was up to something, and I rolled a 20. But then I thought better of it, and I'm gonna go. I mean, Nugget's right. Like, we can't take this money with us. We should stock up on things. And for the sake of brevity, I'd like to buy some potions and stuff quickly if I can.
Okay. Looking around, magic items pretty hard to come by in Offstaren. I mean, Jordal was the
Right.
supplier of magical items to the town and is not with us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you can find anything at all worth taking.
Do you think we'd be better off looking in like Wessenjor, or even I guess we could go to Polskorzen probably on the way back.
Polskorzen would be the best. I mean, Betrexen would have been the best, but it is, rebel. So
I got a 16 with investigation.
A 16 coming around. I mean, there are a few like basic types of potions. You do find one potion of levitation, potion of flying, things like that. But they're all very expensive and don't seem very useful to you.
Fuck. All right. As soon as I'll go back to the ship and try to convince everyone else maybe we should stop somewhere. Potions are I don't have any. I don't have any potions. I don't think so. We need some supreme healing potions. I think it'd be a good idea. I tell everyone this. I mean, Nugget, that was the smartest thing I think I've ever heard you say. We can't take it with us. We need to spend our resources before. I kind of like see that.
Not quite what I meant.
What? Well, your point is still valid. We should spend our currency and gather some resources before this battle. Every potion we can use, every scroll we might be able to gather.
Alec, do you have the backpack of? Oh, I can't remember its name. Bag of holding. Do you have the bag of holding?
I gave it to Nugget.
No, I wasn't even aware there was a bag of holding, so this was not.
I've got it.
Okay, because I knew you or I either had it. I knew that was the case.
I wrote it on my list. You're welcome to have it if you want it. I don't give a shit.
I'm not going to ask for it yet.
Okay. Yep. I do have it. Is everyone off the ship?
I come back, new gold adventuring badge proudly on my own chest. I have 6 supreme healing potions.
Wow.
Oh. Well, that's excellent. Would you be willing to divide them up amongst the party for when the battle comes?
Bottles for them, though. I just have a giant jug.
Yeah. I've got a canteen, but I think we should distribute those for when the battle comes.
Are we all
Right.
gathered up talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna look in my bag real quick and then just drop it to the ground, and I've got 3 or 4 in there, and I walk
Potions
away.
or bottles?
I just drop it and walk away.
Wasn't
70. Here, I got this. You guys divvy out some stuff. I gotta go
Okay.
talk.
I look at Bran and say, I thought he was going to gather an ally or someone to help us with this fight.
70, I'm gonna walk over to you.
Are you?
I'm gonna take out this new rolled tobacco that I just bought. Come on.
I take it
Indulge, my friend.
and I bite it. Not like aggressively, just like I'm ignorant to how it works.
And then can you like a little fire? Wait, I think I got something in here that could.
And I throw it off the ship.
Hey, what the hell was that, man? Why you don't be throwing your bag around?
That was disgusting.
Here, I have a lukewarm glass of mead I've been carrying for about 15 minutes.
I also have a cup of untouched alcohol.
All right, man. What's the deal? I thought you were going to find somebody.
Blew up in my face.
Why? Is it your childhood friend that you're in love with?
Stop talking to me. And I walk away.
No. I'm sorry. I that's just the information I recall about this person. You know, I light up yet another cigarette. I thought I knew love once.
What?
Have you ever kissed a man, 70?
You're entertaining, Nugget.
Plot twist.
I wouldn't
I
say
do.
it's pleasant. It was very. I could feel his stubble, and it was very disconcerting.
I do not care for this.
Hey, okay, come on. You know I'm just goofing around. Look, if this woman means something to you, you gotta go tell her the world's gonna end in 8 days.
I did.
And she has a one-way ticket to not dying. Look, were you weird? Did you bring up demons?
She likes demons too.
Well, well, there you go. Look, she may like demons. What is she? Is she a black sun person like you?
We can't keep talking about this.
What's so wrong about that? Why can't you confide in your old pal?
I look at my alcohol. And I assume we're at the side of the ship, and I just dump it.
I paid for that.
Oh, you didn't?
I offered you this lukewarm mead. I thought that's what you took. I didn't know you had your own.
Right.
Man, look. Now is not the time to give up. Okay? Send her some sendings, little thoughts, to let her know that you're thinking of her. Just don't make it creepy, of course. But like, what? This is it. We're done after these 8 days. You can't leave any regrets behind.
There might be someone that's a better fit for the spot.
As long as you truly believe that, and you're not just convincing
I don't.
yourself to give
And
up.
I do not. But there has to be.
You think about this. You know the decision you want to make. Either you want to take her or you don't. I don't know what's truly in your heart. But whatever that decision is, you damn well better persevere about it. Because, the clock's ticking. So,
Ticking.
if all else fails,
Tick, tick.
what
What does
I
he
don't
have
know,
to do with this?
kiss a man, I guess. That's my advice.
What?
Never mind. Today's
Why are you
been very
talking to me?
confusing for me. Well, look, we're gonna die very soon, okay? And then I flick the bud, and I want to drive the ship now, and I run over to the front.
Okay.
I'm gonna find 70 if I can.
You see him standing towards the edge of the ship, looking a little bit confused.
That 1,000-yard gaze.
I'm guessing you
Doesn't
didn't
even stare.
accomplish everything you sought after.
Plans fail.
Kind of expected to see you bringing a second with you to this fight. No luck.
Nope. Didn't Tick Tick have someone he could bring?
A lot of his recommendations are, I don't know. I don't know how to best put it. I like look around and make sure Tick can't hear me. I wouldn't want to offend him. Who was it you intended to bring? Wondering how much of it a loss we are.
This is Swyhander.
Is it that guy that we encountered long ago? I can't remember his name.
Boris.
The wolf head?
Boris.
Boris. Yes, that Boris fellow.
No. He's you might be a good fit though. I don't know.
I mean, wasn't he kind of losing his mind? He was losing his
Yeah,
mind.
he's probably gonna die soon.
Yeah, perhaps not. Well, I'm sorry your ally wasn't convincing or convincible. We'll think of
That
something.
happens. Okay. Let's get to that lake at Dremen, or let's get to Dremen, or wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Nick, loving the new metal, by the way. Will you let me drive? I want to.
Suits a man of my station.
I want to grab the balls this time.
I've got the wheel.
Just one guy, and you're going for straight for the
Hell yeah! It was out of necessity. Okay, they had a shortage of women in the area. I had to make do.
Okay. You find yourself incapable of properly, juicing the thing up here, since it does not have. It needs magical energy coming from you.
I
You
want
are
to
not
try
able to use it.
really hard.
Okay, you try really hard, but it's like trying really hard at something you can't even imagine doing. So it's pretty difficult.
Alec, take the wheel. I'm gonna go over and I'm just gonna put my hands on top of Nuggets and push my energy
Right.
through him.
I'll try to take the wheel, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough to do. Once you put your hands over top of me, it's extremely easy for Nugget you to like just control the ship.
Just
tell it
take a
what to do.
moment to imagine the positioning. that
Yeah,
we're
you're
all
about
in.
to kiss another man.
I mean,
The
Well,
tobacco
you were
and
just
alcohol
talking
in his
about
breath.
goosing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it appears there's only one kind of goosing you can do today, but
I'm gonna offer a cigarette to Tick Tick before we go. You want one that got him new and fresh?
Where did you get these?
I bought them.
you bought him.
I've
Yeah.
never smoked before. What was
That's
that,
the
Tick?
hard
I'm sorry,
stuff.
I didn't hear you.
I said sorry. Smoking's never cool.
Okay.
All right. So once again, you guys set off. Are you heading directly to German now?
Or to the lake near it, yeah. Do we have any more refugees, or is that did everybody hop off?
Yeah, everyone's going to German. No one hopped off. They've all
Oh,
been waiting
okay,
around.
okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Though they do explain that they're actually not like from Drimmen. There's a small like grade community outside of Drimmen that they want to be dropped off at. And I will say, for the sake of brevity, it's pretty easy for you guys to continue flying all the way south. And by the time it's getting toward dusk, you've dropped off all of them into their community, and you find yourself once again at the airship, just the five of you.
Goodbye. Take care of our elephant pals.
All right.
As soon as everyone's off, I recommend we should fly up in the air right now. Have a discussion. Watch the sun go down. Hey, maybe share a smoke or two.
Sounds cool.
I'm going to, and by proxy, Tick Tick is going to fly upwards so we can gaze upon the entire continent around us.
Okay, easy enough to do. You go pretty damn high until you start getting in toward the clouds, and then from there you can see pretty damn far in every direction. With the relatively flat sort of landscape here, I mean, you could see what you presume to be 100 miles in every direction, probably. Pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
All right. Person number 3 that we're bringing in. Anybody? I mean, technically we don't have to bring another person, but like, if we can save another life, why shouldn't we?
I mean, if we have no other option, then I say we bring the dragon. I know you don't like it. I know he doesn't deserve to live potentially.
I don't think we have to bring anyone. I think we can win this fight by ourselves. I'm very confident.
Why risk it? Why risk it? We have a spot for another. What about Galen? We could. I don't know if he'd even be willing to see us. I think he'd probably try to kill us on sight. But we know that he's a formidable.
Do you just piss off everyone you meet that you can't find any allies when you need them?
I mean, I'm not. We're in this together. Every ally that I've wronged, you've been right beside me, friend. And
that's not very true.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that likable of a guy, regardless.
That's okay. I like.
Surely there are.
Want to smoke?
Is that the lake? I look for the lake.
Oh yeah, shit, the lake.
Yeah, there's a massive lake. I mean, it's extremely easy for you to see from here. It's this very weirdly crystal clear lake. You can see actually inside the lake, there are these sort of mossy overgrown areas, which is really rare in the desert, but then again, so are lakes. And then looking down, you can actually see where it just drops into this pit where it goes farther down than you can see.
Dang, that's crazy. I would assume, it's still water. Does it look like it bends at all into a spot where we can't see, or is it just a straight shot down?
You think that you can see it bending slowly at the bottom, but it looks like, it would be a long, long swim.
I don't know who our third should be. I can contact Amarin Yinhorn. She has a magical, suppressing weapon as well. I mean, she would be formidable in combat, though not as formidable as a golden dragon.
What about old man Sebney?
Not Rainfear.
Oh, Rainfear? Is that who you're talking about?
Rainfear's in the abyss, though. He's like a prisoner in the abyss.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Rainfear.
Bran, you should summon Melandri at the very least. Let her know as to our plans, so that she has time to prepare.
It's nighttime now.
It's just now hitting dusk, yeah.
Anyone make us breathe underwater? We talk about the third later.
I mean, why can't we talk about it now?
Just later. We can do the lake now. Because the
Stephanie,
lake's right there. The lake's right there. The lake's right there.
I told you earlier that we had 8 days left to get all our feelings out there. I meant that for us too, all right?
The lake's right there. The lake's
So you know how I feel right now? I feel like you're avoiding the question.
I know how I feel, and I feel like the lake's right there.
I feel like that I'm hurt, that you still can't share your feelings with the rest of us.
I feel like we should get in the lake.
I can turn them into giant octopi.
There we go.
Sounds like a yes to me.
I mean, if you guys want, I'm not much of a swimmer.
I was pretty into being the giant shark that I was a couple sessions ago. Wasn't I a shark at some point?
We do different things.
I think I was a shark.
We killed the shark. It was like a fishing thing. We grabbed the shark and then we pulled it out at the temple, which I can transform into. Yeah, right.
It definitely was a shark.
Oh, I'm gonna try to. When I talk about breathing underwater, I'm gonna have a light bulb memory, and I'm gonna try to make specifically a potion of water breathing with the exotic plant material from the abyss.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20, add your proficiency modifier.
Natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. You sit down and start mixing a couple of these exotic chemicals, and you actually have to paste one of the leaves. But as you do, you start to recognize it as very similar to the type of ingredient that's used in typical water-breathing potions, and you think that it would probably sub in. So you sort of grind it to a thin paste and then suspend it in sort of a viscous honey-like liquid. And you're like, well, you think that would work? I feel like you got really lucky.
Dang. So I had 5 exotic plant material. Does it go down to 4? Or is it like?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll fuck around and make another one. Not of the water breathing type, just of, random generator. See how it goes.
Oh, you just want to make another potion?
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll another d20 plus your proficiency.
How many people can you make water breathers, Tick Tick?
Well, polymorph is a 4th level spell, and I have my highest spell slot left is 6, so 3.
But is it a concentration spell?
Yes, but when you cast polymorph at a higher level, you can cast down more people instead of having it be longer or stronger.
Gotcha.
7 in total.
17, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start dabbling with a couple of the other ingredients. You find this sort of long, spindly material that you start like prying from what looks like it was maybe once a flower, but has now sort of curled in on itself. And you start prying it out, and it's almost this thread-like material. You keep spooling it and slowly start wrapping it together, and you actually get a potion of spider climb.
I have one of those. I have 2 now.
You already have a potion of spider climb?
It's a magenta color, as I have labeled it.
Wow, that's really weird.
I don't think I'll make any more. Satisfied.
Okay.
I can stay on the ship up here if I can turn the rest of you into aquatic creatures and you can go down. It's probably best if I don't go down and risk losing concentration and turning us all back into regular people underwater. Plus, I'm the only one who can control the ship.
And I can stay up here. Water's not really my thing, and Stephanie's mad at me, so.
I'm not mad. I can probably go by myself. It might not be the best gambit to be in the shape of an animal and not be able to fight if it came to it.
Well, giant octopi are actually pretty good at fighting. I fought as a giant octopus.
How'd that go?
It was when we were going into the abyss, it went very well.
Fair enough. If you guys want to, you don't have to. Can you lower the ship?
Yeah, can it land on the water like a boat, like a regular boat?
You try?
Yes.
I guess I'm steering. I don't know. Of course, it's just going straight
Turn it
down,
upside
right?
down.
Yeah.
Tick Tick lowers it, and as it hits the water, you feel this energy crackle over top of the ship. And then it slowly begins sinking under the waves.
Pull up.
Wait, the energy crackles up into but it doesn't create like a dome or anything, right? It's just like
Looking up, you think that it may have, seeing this sort of almost like tendril-like energy just constantly crackling over top of you.
like
It's invisible, but
Or does it sound like lightning? Or thunder?
in a way, but it's clearly magical energy.
I'd
I'm gonna
put my
pilot it
fingers
down.
in the water if it's possible.
Reaching out, you hit this
barrier.
barrier.
On the what? Dang.
It's a submarine.
Dang, this cool.
As the ship continues descending, you feel it completely submerge. Though the water does not infiltrate, this magical barrier, whatever it may be, seems to be functioning as some sort of little bubble for you.
Badass.
Well,
That's funny. I cast Dispel Mat.
So we can like see into the water as we're like submerging. That's
Yeah.
pretty neat. That'd be such a cool experience.
Yeah, let's keep pushing it.
That problem.
All right. As you continue descending, you start to see around you this sort of oddly almost transparent pool. You see fish swimming around. Everything seems sort of weirdly artificial, especially when you're in this weird bubble descending through it. It almost feels fake. And then looking around, you do see like a fish like bump into the side of your ship and then just like rewrite itself, and it gives you this weird perspective of like slowly descending through it.
I pull out my sketchbook and I start trying to draw the fish as I see them pass.
Okay. Yeah, there's a wide variety of different sizes and shapes of fish here. You see a couple of eels. And then your ship enters into the well. You see this basically tunnel cut straight down. It has this element of nature to it, and then it doesn't look like carved by hand. But you can't imagine what sort of natural process would form this direct chute down into the earth below. As you go through, the water goes from this sort of transparent feel to a deep green. Looking around, you don't see any living creatures within the chute.
Chute have water in it?
You think so, yeah.
Okay.
Is our ship still horizontal, or have we like turned vertical and going? I guess if we turn vertical, it'd be like falling.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're not
Okay.
turning yourself
Yeah.
upside down or anything.
Right? No. Mm-hmm. But we
just gonna
can't
try
see
to-
below us, like
yeah.
over the edge, right?
No, you can't see below you. You only see around you.
Shit, I hope we don't just slam on the bottom. We're just going into the mouth of a monster. Like,
It'd be funny. Can we? So, is this chute? Can it fit the boat, or is it too small?
You're in it. I mean, you're literally
Oh.
descending through it in your
Okay.
ship.
Keep it going.
Okay. You continue down further and further until eventually you see a sort of off branch of the chute, a tunnel that cuts into the side of a sheer cliff. And then it seems like the chute continues on. Looking into the tunnel, you see what appears to be a dull light source far off in the distance.
Let's go. That hole.
can I determine if it's like? I don't know how much I know about aquatic life, but I just want to make sure it's not some type of creature with like an angler fish, you know, that's like luring us to a trap. Can I like?
It's the ley lines.
I don't know how I'd be able to detect that without getting closer, but
Yeah, I mean, you can roll a nature check if you'd like.
Two. It's a 7 total.
I mean, you think 70 is probably right. It has the same sort of glow that you saw not far from here, actually, in the Tower Keeper's dungeon.
Cool. I'll steer it that. Do we want to go that way? Or do we want to keep going down? All right. Good enough. I'm going to head towards the ley line.
Full speed ahead.
Oh, don't go full speed.
Just shoot through. Now, you do make your way through this tunnel, and it has pretty direct routing that eventually like curves up slightly, and you see these huge channels of energy that seem to be depositing into this sort of runoff pool. As you sort of surface your ship and hover in the air there, you see this cavernous area filled to the brim with energies. You see almost this rainbow of iridescent lights and shapes. You see the stonework around the area moving and shifting. The water itself lifting and dropping and splashing and moving. There are even places where you can see the air twisting and picking up things around it. As you see a simple whirlpool descending off of the grand ley line through Essrex. A tributary seems to have been bled out of it, and it's slowly pooling and the energy expelling into these magic-touched elementals.
I get the 3 bottles ready while we come across, when we first see it, I'm going to pull them out. Or I guess I go back to my backpack.
Yeah.
Get all 3 ready.
Okay, you do.
Alec, here's the elementals.
I don't see any fire, unfortunately.
Are you sure? I think I see red.
Is there?
I don't know. I can't tell.
You look particularly for one type of elemental. It's very difficult to do just due to the massive influx of energy in the area.
Does it look like there could potentially be a fire elemental in there? Or?
It'd be rainbow.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So it's like a huge. I just pictured like water in a.
No, it's a rainbow.
Okay.
No, that's literally like this
epic.
iridescent like colors and things. And
shit. Take whatever you can get. I don't know how this works. You're the one with the elemental expertise.
We do have a problem though.
What's that?
They're there, we're here. We gotta divide them between us.
I don't understand. Like each of us get our own elemental, or
no, that
we have to separate them from the pool, the world pool.
I can't get in the water. The shield on the ship is.
But we've surfaced, right? We surfaced. You said that we're not like underwater anymore, right?
Oh,
yeah, you
really?
surfaced.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know. Never mind. Okay, please put the shields down. All right.
I think we need to raise out of the water.
Shield deactivate.
Dick, you can like through your magical energies, turn off the shields.
Don't do that if we're ever underwater.
And I put the bottles. I put 2 bottles like very far off, so they can't break if something happens. And then I just, grab no particular one, and I go to the side of the ship, and I, same thing as last time. I hold it out. I'm all like, "Come on, Dracky! Come on, Dracky!"
Okay, as you stand there, you're all looking around in these odd shapes and colors, this twisting energy that seems to be deriving from this pool of latent spiritual magical energy from Essrex itself, from the actual ley line that cuts through. And I need, I'll say just 70 in this case. Roll a perception check for me.
That is a 18.
18, very nice. Looking around as you're attempting to absorb some element of this magical energy, you start to see some of these iridescent lights coming together. And at first you think it's just your eyes playing tricks on you. You notice shapes moving in them. It looks like they might even be forming into something. And then you sort of defocus your eyes and stare more broadly at this shape. And you see a collection of faces moving through. Looks something like this.
Oh, they don't look like nice faces. They look like sad faces.
And then as you stare deeper within, you see pooling runic symbols that seem to be coalescing the magical energies around them.
I pull the bottle back towards me and I say, "Tick, tick. Tick, tick. Put the shields up."
Shields activate.
It's as you do this, the shield energy crackles up and then shatters as whatever these 2 creature things are blast through the shields around you into your ship. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh no, that's really bad.
Did they punch a hole? Did they like punch a hole through our ship?
They punch a hole through the shield part, yes.
Okay. I didn't know if it like went from the deck down to the okay.
So both these things are airborne, like coming at us.
Yes. They seem to be made of just the energy pooling in the room.
Got it.
Oh, got it.
Got it.
You dirty 20.
Dirty boy. All right, I got a dirty 20 for Brian. Got an 18 for Nugget. I know I missed some.
Oh, I got a 5.
I got a 5 for Alec, 15 for Seb, or for no 5 for
Yes.
Alec, 15 for Tick Tick, 15 for 70 as well.
Yes, sir.
15 for Tick Tick and Sebney, and 13 for who had a 13? Did somebody have a 13?
Your guy had a 13.
I thought I saw a 13 in the chat.
I think you got
Am I
all
tripping?
of us.
Wow, I'm tripping.
You
Great.
might be thinking of the 18 or the 15. No clue.
Maybe. All right. Nice. Okay, so immediately as these things shatter in through the shield that was kind of keeping a barrier between you and these pooling energies, you immediately feel this invigoration, this searing energy course into you. It's pleasant, but it's overwhelming. It's hard to really deal with. You sit there and like you all find yourself sort of like subtly shaking, except for Tick Tick, who just absorbs it all. Like it's no big deal because this is kind of his thing. It's just absorbing wild energies from around. And Tick Tick, I will say that it replenishes your 9th and 8th level spells that you used.
Wow.
You might think that's me being nice, but that's me trying to save your life. All right, so now the thing is going to course into you, and immediately you begin hearing this horrible song, this dissonant noise. Just repeating endlessly inside your head. I need you all to roll wisdom saving throws.
Do we get any bonus from Bran being there?
Yeah, you should.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
Is this versus magic?
This is, yeah.
Then I advantage.
What's the bonus we get from Sir Bran?
You muted.
+3, I think, for Brent.
3.
Thrice.
Yike.
31.
I don't know. It's still better.
6.
So Bran's bonus will cancel out my my subtraction for being low wisdom. So 15 for me.
15 fails.
I got a 9.
Fails.
21.
Succeeds. If 70, what did you have?
31.
What? 31?
Yeah. I got 21. I rolled 18 plus 3, 21 plus 10. Proficient in those whiz saves.
Holy shit. That's insane. Okay. So if you have higher than a 16, you do indeed succeed, and it has no effect on you. However, if you fail, you have the effects of the confusion spell cast against you, which I will need to quickly Google.
So that's everyone. Oh wait, no. Besides Dan.
Yeah. Okay, confusion. I get to roll on your turn to see what happens, it looks like.
Oh God.
An affected creature can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns. So you roll a d10 to see what you do. Very interesting. That should be fun. Bran, you're first up, and do not have this effect on you because you're a very wise gentleman.
Do I see some kind of effect, or did I hear that noise?
Oh yeah, I mean, you certainly heard and are still hearing this horrid singing that seems to be affecting you. I mean, you can see your friends obviously in like turmoil. You know, they're all just kind of like grabbing their heads, looking around. You hear like Tick Tick kind of like mumbling to himself a little bit. It's a little disconcerting.
Okay.
I see. Bran, can you dispel it?
No, I cannot. I'm gonna charge up on the closest one to me and attack him with my longsword.
All right, I'll say they're about equidistant. Do you want to go towards the flying runes or the flying faces?
Well, flying faces.
Okay, sure enough. You sort of like run over to the other side of the ship, and you see them kind of swirling. It's hard to get a beat on where exactly this creature is. If it is this gas that's around you, or it's within the gas, you haven't really grasped its nature, which is making it a bit difficult to try and go for a strike. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll just swing my sword into the area.
Easy enough. Just cover both bases. Go ahead and roll for that attack.
Oh shit. 27.
Okay, yeah, 27. You feel a resistance immediately as you carve into this thing, and it almost feels like moving your sword through like a pile of kind of like, trying to think of the right descriptor here. It's like cutting through like a bunch of little sticks stacked on top of each other. Like there's like a lot of resistance. Like you cut and you feel like this almost chipping sensation as you bring your sword down again and again, trying to carve through this very tough creature.
Okay. Damage?
Mm-hmm. Damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting ready to tell me that it didn't do anything or something along those lines.
No, you're good.
And then it instantly kills you and spits on your dead body.
Oh, crap, I hope not.
Perhaps a couple tea bags in there too.
I did not teabag the face. Sorry, boys. Bear with me here.
It's okay.
All good.
No rush.
All right, Dan.
Oh, there it is. I am going to smite because that's what I do. Goodness.
Does that do, what kind of damage does that do when you smite?
Radiant damage.
Okay, as you sort of call down, you just hear in your head, not going to help on this one, I'm afraid. And the smite does not go.
Okay. Do I still count it off for attempt?
No. He's totally got your back. Doesn't make you waste the spell.
So
Nice.
then,
Very cool.
the sword is with my charge in does 14 points of damage.
Very nice. Would be nice if it was out of pen, but it's okay. I'll just write it down in here.
And I'm going to hack down again at the same one.
Okay. That's math, yes.
And I think I'm going to miss with an 11.
Indeed you are. As you swing up towards it, you all of a sudden see briefly as it just disappears. And you like look around for a second and it appears next to you as if it briefly like left this plane of existence or something along those lines. There's some element of it that's not fully there. As you feel as you as your strike goes wide. And you did use a bonus action as well, correct, Bran? So that's it for you?
I need to use a full action to activate the spear. Yes.
That is correct.
Then I do not use a bonus action. I don't think. Pondering whether I want to stay that close to this thing. Yeah, I will.
Okay. Just hanging out. All right. Meanwhile, that does bring up Nuggets, who needs to roll a d10 for me.
1.
Okay. Roll a d8.
Oh no. I was like, this is either the best one or the worst one you can get. That's an 8.
Okay. So you look around frantically, look immediately behind you, and just sprint and jump off the ship.
I gotta get out of here.
Jesus Christ.
Nugget.
You feel yourself splash down into this pool of massing energy from the ley line. Once again, you feel this odd tingling just cover your body, your skin. It's like every single hair stands on end, goosebumps all over you as you are submerged within this tributary to the ley line. And that is the end of your turn.
Is there a reaction to try to grab him before he jumps off the ship?
I mean, you ran into combat, and I didn't even go yet, so.
Oh, that's true. He went the opposite way, didn't he?
I'll say just because of the direction you roll, because the D8 does determine the direction, he would be unfortunately away from you.
So so it was to run in a random direction. I just wanted to know what the fuck just happened to me.
Yeah, well, so basically a 1 is you're going to run in a random direction, and then 8 is what direction you use.
Not that bad.
Very fun. Hey, I'll take it. So that was Nugget's turn. Bringing up my runic, what I actually call this thing, Rune Swarm. That's a pretty poor name for it. Okay, the Rune Swarm is going to descend upon Bran here, and I think. Yeah, I think it's just going to do its cutting runes. So these runes sort of like swirl around you and then just one hits you in the face and burns you. The other one slices across the front of you. And this is just a roll to hit.
Is it a magical attack?
No.
Then it attacks with disadvantage.
Very nice. Which was nice because the first one was a natural 20. The second one, still very good. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And that is going to do 22 points of fire and 12 points of slashing damage. It will then rune cast as it's sort of like swirls around you. You start to see some of the runes start glowing one after another. And then one glows this brilliant, bright red and then seems to melt away.
As it seems like it's casting a spell. Sorry, Logan.
Yes, it is casting a spell.
I'm going to try to counterspell it.
But you're confused.
Oh shit, I am confused though. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that or not. Probably not.
Can't take reactions. No,
yeah. Never mind. I'm just like,
Dexterity saving throw, Bran? Dexterity save?
And
shit.
Okay. You see as this rune melts away, it's replaced by this crackling electricity that just goes all the way through the rune swarm around you and immediately just hits you from all sides. You feel yourself like stand still, each of your muscles sort of contracting and pulling in this uncomfortable way. And you are going to suffer another 28 points of lightning damage.
Is there like a countable amount of runes?
Yes, it starts with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 runes, and now there's 9.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so that was my second turn. Bring Tick Tick up. Tick Tick, you are confused. 1d10, please.
9.
Oh, okay. You can act normally. You kind of fight back through. Your life's mostly confusion anyway, so you're like, yeah, this is my normal mode.
No change. Yeah.
True. Well, I did not think I was going to get to take a turn, so
Yeah, sorry about that.
you're all good. You are all good.
I grab him. I'm like, tick, 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 tick.
I'm fine. I'm just normal tick.
You hear he's still like muttering under his breath.
Perhaps that is a dangerous place for Nugget to be. I am going to go and I'm going to jump in after Nugget. And as I jump in, I'm just going to grab him and then cast Dimension Door back up to the ship.
Oh, that's so cool.
And since he is the same size as me, he can accompany me.
Yeah, that's interesting point of order there. Does it have to be a willing creature?
It does have to be a willing creature.
I'll say Nugget, go ahead and roll a wisdom save to see if you understand that he is your buddy.
Oh,
okay.
Natural 1.
So Tick, you leap off, plunging in. Immediately you feel all of your sorcery points come back as you hit this
Place to be.
touch of the wellspring. However, once you grab Nugget, he like shoos you away and like
who are you,
starts
man?
like swimming away from you, and then you just kind of tear a hole in the world next to you, and you try and gesture him in, and he has no interest. Do you still step through?
No.
Okay, so you just like cancel the spell, looking a little bit deflated here as Nugget just looks scared out of his mind.
Well, Nugget, you've gotten us into quite a pickle here. And I don't have anything I can really do as a bonus action right now, so that'll be my turn.
Very nice. Sebney.
I'm gonna look to Alec to see if he's conscious after just saying tick tick jump off the ship. I'm gonna Alec,
Kind of like.
Alec.
Oh.
I'm gonna attempt to. Okay, so dispel magic, right? With it, I'm not too. Would it work if I did dispel on him, or do I need to do it on the host?
I think that you can cast it on a person. I think that any like magical effect. So this would be a magical effect on him.
Sure. Yeah. I'll. Let me.
I will just quickly double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is how it works. Any spell of 3rd or lower level
Ends and then.
Yeah. One creature, object, or magical effect. So I would say this is a magical effect, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it at a 3rd level. I'm gonna assume I need to roll.
Let me see. Confusion is a 4th level spell, so you do need to roll.
Okay, so
it'll
I
be
need
10
to
plus
get
your wisdom, right? Isn't wisdom yours?
Yeah.
Charisma. Wisdom.
Wisdom's mine, charisma's is. So I need to get. Oh, it's just 10 plus already.
Yes, 10 plus. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 15 then. Or I don't think I'm comprehending.
No, you need to roll 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There
you need
we
to roll
go.
10 plus 4, so 14. So you need to, beat a 14. 14 or higher.
That's not gonna happen. I rolled a total of. Do I take advantage?
And can't imagine you
Or
would.
No, not advantage. Proficiency.
No proficiency.
8.
Okay, so no, you reach out, try and cancel the spell, but it unfortunately does not appear to take effect as Alec is just sitting there kind of looking around. You seem like pull his hood up over him as you're doing this. He's looking a little...
None of it's real. It's all...
Right, exactly.
It's all a simulation.
Okay, that's like kind of true. Sebney, anything as a bonus action there?
It's kind of true.
Possibly. I think I'm gonna use wild shape. Nah, I won't use a wild shape. I'll close in on Dan to try to, or Bran to help him get some room, so they're not just hitting him.
Okay, you will be willingly entering the space that is occupied by this runic creature. Are you okay with that?
I suppose.
Okay, great. So you walk over to him, trying to give him a little helping hand here. Alec, go ahead and roll me a d10. I need to use this confusion spell more. This is fun.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d8. Same as your buddy.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. So basically
my
completely
pants.
opposite. You see this as you must run directly at them, sprinting into the center of these two sort of ethereal, gaseous creatures.
They're
Just looking
illusory.
around.
They can't even hurt us. Like run towards it.
You just like dive in. You see Bran and Sebni kind of like looking over towards you. And that is your turn. Yeah, it does not take an action, so that is your turn. Bringing us back up to me, and you see the first of these creatures, the sort of face-like visage here, is going to continue its song. So you guys get to enjoy that. Everyone roll me another wisdom saving throw if you're affected by the first one.
You say if I was affected by the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fail.
0?
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 succeeds, so you are no longer confused. And you are quite confused as to why you thought it was a good idea to run in the center of these creatures. It will then go ahead and use its Blistering Touch. So anyone within the creature, which is now 3 of you, you will be taking 15 points of cold damage and 10 points of radiant damage as these bright lights and like fissures of it almost like touch you and rub you. It's rather horrible. But
Could you say the damage amounts again?
15 cold, 10 radiant.
That was just him or everybody?
All of us.
Everybody
or
within
us
it.
three.
So it's you 3. That's right. Including
15 and 10?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But that will be its turn, which brings us back to Bran.
I'm going to kind of scowl with the damage. I'm taking quite a bit of damage already. And I'm going to sheath my sword and pull out a spear. And I'm just going to kind of hold it and activate it. And I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to make the vow of enmity. Torm is upon you now.
Which of these creatures would you like to amnetically vow?
The one with the faces, the one that hurt me before.
Okay, very nice. So you have successfully done that. And that was a bonus in your action. Are you going to stay within the creature or do you want to try and move outside of it?
I'm going to make some distance away.
Okay, so you do leave the creature, and it lets you do so. So it allows you to leave. Nugget, it is now your turn.
I'll get to roll in that d10, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
The 9, I believe I can act normally.
You can act normally. That is correct. You find yourself in an unfortunate position to act normally, but
What the fuck am I doing down here, man?
I'm just calmly treading water. It's okay. It's harmless.
No, everything hurts. Actually, it tingles more. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna try to climb up the side of the ship.
okay. So you try and reach up towards the side of the ship here. Let's see. So you're sort of submerged. Go ahead and roll a percentile die just to see if you're close enough to grab hold of it.
Guys, I've figured it out. We have enough people to make up the Scooby-Doo gang. Mr.
87.
Incorporated. And Logan can be the ghost, or, whichever is the character in the episode.
All right, next campaign, Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Doing Scooby-Doo.
I would say
I'm
Garrick
hyped.
and Will get Scooby and Shaggy. I don't know
Oh, fuck
who
yeah.
gets what, but
Aren't the rest of the characters chicks?
No,
Like
Fred.
Zoinks, bro.
Whoa!
like you killed them all, man.
Yeah, I'm already hating it. Great. You rolled an 87, so I will say that you are able to just barely reach up and like stick some of like your stabby gloves into the side of the ship.
I'm gonna crawl up the side of the fucking thing.
All right, roll an athletics check. You have not raged, have you?
I'm just raging all the
Oh
time.
yeah, you're just
I have
always
it.
pissed off. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Same advantage.
Yeah, I have
Actually, you have double advantage, right?
no, just regular advantage. Wait,
Your gloves give you advantage with climbing, I think.
no, thanks for reminding me. It's a 29.
29. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you pretty much just immediately scale the side of the ship, pulling yourself up. You see these two like gaseous creatures surrounding. You see Bran like dipping out of the like area around them. You still have an action if you'd like to use it.
I'm gonna run up to Bran as well. I'm gonna like try to get next to him. I'm gonna like jump off his shoulder and just like whoosh, get the thing in the air.
Okay. Which one are you shooting for?
The one that Bran's by, the faces.
The faces. Yeah, they're sort of intermingled, but yeah. You can...
Okay. I probably dirty 30.
Okay, yeah, that's certainly going to hit. Once again, you find it odd how here this thing is. I guess it's hard to explain, but like you expect it to cut through like gas or at very least like a pretty easily cut through liquid, but there's like some substance to it as you kind of hack through it. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay, and then I'll attack again after too. So
You said dirty 30?
yeah, I don't know. There's
Your
not
last
a
gonna get a
natural
natural.
30, but I just thought I'd specify. Give me a sec. Is it immune or resistant to fire at all?
Good question. No.
Ooh.
You got a chain
Oh!
thing.
Double sixes on the fire damage. That's awesome. Okay. 12, 15 plus 8 is 15 plus 8 is 23 plus 3 is 26. 26 for the first hit. And then I'm going to go for a second as well.
Is this the face one or the Rune
Face
one?
one.
Face one. Face guy.
We got that. Oh, I'm attacking recklessly, by the way. Attacking recklessly. Reckless attack. Okay, cool. Sorry. I've always just like, I'm on autopilot. Like, I'm going to attack recklessly like 90% of the time. I got a natural 1 and a natural 20 for the with advantage. So
Very good.
groovy like a drive-in smoothie. That's going to be 11 plus... Holy shit, another 11, 22 plus 11 is 33 plus 6 is 39 plus 11 is an even 50.
Very nice. You feel like you did a significant amount of damage. You like cleave into the faces. You see them tearing apart, sort of screaming as they do. The flames kicking up and burning away the gas.
As I land,
flammable.
I'm like, ah!
Nice.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
So that was Nugget. So it brings back my runic boy. All right. The Rune Swarm is going to infiltrate your space here, Nuggets, while still keeping Alec and 70 within it. And it is going to first use Cutting Runes. And it will do that. It'll do it on Alec. I never attack Alec enough.
It's true.
You only killed him like twice. He needs to get hit more.
22, I assume, hits you, Alec?
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay,
Alec.
that will do.
This is just a melee attack, right? It's not like a spell or anything.
It is a melee attack. 17 points of damage as the runes slice you as they come by.
So like slashing damage?
Yes, it is. And then you see one of the, like several of the runes start lining up in order and like, you know, glowing in certain ways. And then one in particular glows as bright gold before
I'd like to
cracking.
counterspell it if I can.
Okay.
If that's possible.
And you're no longer confused, so yes, you may.
Yeah, as I'm getting cut and stuff, I'm just going to focus on the runes breaking, and I'm going to counterspell it.
Okay. At what level?
5th level? Can I do that?
Yes, you can, and it will dissipate the spell immediately.
Hell
you see
yeah.
the rune just crack, break into like smaller pieces, and then just fall dead, lifeless. 8 runes remaining. Okay, so that was its turn. You feel much better about that one overall. Tick.
Yeah, I am still confused, so I rolled
Oh,
a
yes. Would you roll?
7.
Okay, so you attack a random creature within your reach. So you are at this point just swinging around trying to punch things, and you see a earth elemental that seems within your reach,
Oh, no.
and you must attack it. How would you like to do so?
It's like just a melee attack.
Yes, melee attack only.
Let's see. I am going to. I'm gonna pull out the trident I took from what's his name way back in session 1.
Okay, sure, I remember that happening. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna try and stab this earth elemental with it.
Oh, Yulgrid's. This is Yulgrid's trident?
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he made me a trident.
Good for him.
True. So I assume that's strength, which I'm not great at, and I don't have proficiency in it. So 9.
Okay, yeah, you just shove your trident at this earth elemental. You see like the tips of the trident just bend up against the stone that you're trying to stab with it, not seeming super effective. And that is your turn.
Shoddy work, Hulgrid.
Yeah, right. 70, your turn.
I am closest to the rune one, right? Not the face one. Or are they both just like chilling?
And they're pretty much just intermingling at this point. Like you could easily hit either one from where you
were. I'll go for the rune one.
Okay.
I don't like that guy with the repeater gauntlet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 2 hit, 24.
Yeah, 24 hits.
All right, let me roll the damage real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so quick question. I roll 2d12 3 times, but it's +4. Do I add +4 all 3 times?
Yes, because there are 3 separate three separate attacks, basically.
Okay, it will be. Total of 48.
48 points. Very nice.
Thank you.
Feeling good about that. Anything as a bonus action there, Sebs?
I don't think so. I think I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna chill next to Alec.
All right, very nice. So that was 70, bringing us down to Alec.
I'm gonna use my movement to get out of this like sphere of attack.
Okay.
As I do that, also I'm gonna lift up the book that I have. I'm not gonna open it, but I am gonna cast a spell. So as I reverse, I say, I call upon the truth of the flames of the stars, and I'm gonna summon Star. I'm gonna cast that and summon a star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You summon a star. How would you like to materialize this image?
Okay. As I back up, I like hold the book up and I say, "Protect my allies, protect my friends." And I guess basically, light will just kind of like peel together and kind of gravitate towards the center in front of me and burst into this humanoid shape. It's supposed to be a humanoid, and I think it's gonna be like super white light fire, and its mace is gonna be like a blue dwarf sun, and that's what it's gonna be.
That's
Yeah,
sick as
like
hell.
a blue dwarf. I think that's what I called. No, yeah, because blue stars are like.
I don't think there are blue dwarfs, but I get your
I
ideology.
think they're red giants and blue dwarves, right? Or are they white dwarves?
There are white. There are brown dwarfs. There are red dwarfs.
Brown dwarf. Red dwarf.
There's a blue dwarf.
All right.
There is now.
According to Google, yeah, it's blue. Okay. Blue stars burn the hottest, so I will say that it is just like insanely like.
Nah, actually, the blue fire is cold. That's what I heard. You should touch the blue fire. It's cold.
Because it's blue.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, in my astronomy class, we learned that the blue stars burn the hottest, and that's why they die sooner because they burn.
That's
all
correct.
Oh man, they gotta die.
Yep, they burn hot and die young. I know, it's sad.
My
So,
goal
this
is to
thing's
burn
gonna
hot
like
and
float
die.
and be flying, and I don't think it has any like. You can't make the figure out. It's just like fire, basically, is how I imagined it at least.
It's like when it's like those jackets that are like you take a picture with flash on and they are super bright. Don't know what I'm talking about. All
Like
right,
a
I'll get a picture.
reflector.
I'll get a picture. Carry
So
on.
I guess it gets its own turn or something.
Right,
says
so
it has
all
the
creatures
stats of it.
other than you who view the star must make a successful wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Oh, I should have looked that up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can those things even be charmed though?
Good question.
Charmed. Like a star. So charming.
They cannot, or at least that one cannot be.
How damaged does Bran look? Like how bad you looking, Bran?
Well, my shield took 50 hit points.
Mm.
I'm about a quarter down.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about the shield. Yeah, I thought you were way worse than. Dang.
Right. Neither of them are charmed.
Okay. Can I still use an action? I mean, I don't know when its turn comes, but
I would assume it'd be on your next turn. It gets to attack.
oh, okay. Okay. Well, wait. Oh, so it doesn't get its own turn. I have to issue a command on my turn. Right?
If you not give the star a command, it defends itself and attacks the last creature that attacked it.
Okay. So giving it a verbal command is an action from me?
I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. Let's see. No, I think you can just give it a verbal command. I don't think it would even be a bonus action just to tell it what to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell it like kill that one, and I like point to the rune magic thing.
And you see its mace just like lift up in the air, seemingly prepared, and it will do so on your next turn.
Sweet.
All right. So that was Alex's turn. Bring it back up to the top with me. This thing will continue singing because it still has tick tick.
I want to point out something. So I picked up a new feature. It is
Shield
called
Master?
Soul of Vengeance. So whenever I utter my vow, anytime the creature that I vowed against makes an attack, I can attack it.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, fantastic. It is going to attack.
Right.
It is probably going to attack. Oh, fuck it. I'll attack you here, Bran. You seem to be pissing it off. With its cutting wounds. Ugh, 13 to hit. It's horrible. Talking that.
Yeah, no.
You want to attack
Well, and I
it?
backed away too, so I don't know.
Yeah, it like followed you.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to throw my spear at it. Jesus, that's terrible. 16.
No, 16 misses.
Okay.
It will then use its second attack, which will be. What does it want to do?
Oh, you know what?
Oh no, it used it to void song. Never mind. It does not use a second attack.
I forgot I attack with advantage because of the vow.
Great.
So that's actually a 28.
Okay,
God
that's
damn.
certainly gonna hit.
It's like Hunter's Mark, Paladin's Hunter's Mark or something.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, and I can't do any Divine Smite, so let's do this. $24 points of damage.
24 points. Very nice.
And I don't know if the spear actually like sticks in it or.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
And Brandon, is now your turn.
For my first action, I'm going to retract the spear.
Mm-hmm.
What did it say? 24?
Yes.
So that does 72 points of damage.
Very nice.
Good Lord.
I just pull a Thor and I'm like, pull my spear back. And I'm going to throw it right back at him.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 and 11. That's funny. So that's a 23 to hit.
23 does indeed hit.
$19 points of damage.
Very nice. You have your spear in it once again, and it's starting to look a little rough. You see some of the faces kind of like melting, falling off towards the side. Doesn't seem to have the same, I don't know, semblance it did when you first started fighting it. So that is
zest.
the same zest.
Yes.
I've gotten a little confused. So I attacked on a reaction to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was my first attack or my second attack?
You pulled it out and then attacked. So that's 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes. So that was Bran. Anything as bonus action, Bran?
I do not think so.
Does Will need to re-roll that save?
Yes. Sorry. Tick. Reroll the save.
I'm not near Bram, so I rolled a 0.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, very nice.
Like drinking the water down there, drinking the tickle water.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so that will bring up Nugget.
I believe I'm confused still.
Oh, yeah, roll the save as well. Forgot about you. Also still being confused.
Oh, that's my second natural one of the night. I'm actually third, to be fair. I'm gonna throw that die away. That's not it.
All right, and then go ahead and roll 1d10 to see what happens with your confusion.
9. Come on, 9. That's a 10.
Okay, you act and move normally.
Let's go. 2 attacks into the class. Does one look particularly more damaged than the other? Can I tell?
Yeah, the one with faces is way more damaged.
All right,
just like let that thing up for 100 damage.
Right, I'll try to take out the faces first before I move on. So
cool.
Advantage because Bran is within 5 feet of me, and then if he's not, I'll move so he's in with 5 feet of me. Because pack attacks and then rage, not rage.
Reckless.
Thank you. 28.
28 is certainly going to hit. Yeah.
Okay, and then the second is going to be 23.
23 also hits.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna do all of this at the same time. Maybe. No, I don't have enough dice out. Never mind. I'm gonna do this one by one. 10 plus 4 fire plus 11. 10 plus 4 is 14 for 25 for the first hit.
Okay.
Second is going to be 14 plus 2 is 16 plus 11 is 27.
How would you like to do this, sir?
I'm just gonna keep cutting faces in half, like over and over again, so they eventually just like disappear. I'm just gonna sear through one with my fire, and it'll like burn a little bit like paper, and then I'll just do it in half again, and then just keep slicing.
Awesome. Yeah, you're easily able to do so. Make short work of the remainder of this creature's sentience, at the very least. You see kind of like the glowing energy just sort of disperse after you cut it apart.
And then I'm gonna actually, as a bonus action, I forgot I could do this. I'm gonna jump into it with my armor, and I'm gonna see if I flail around if I'm able to hurt any of it, because physical damage is hard.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 12, 31.
Yeah. I mean, it's already dead, so.
Oh, the whole thing? You just said, I thought the faces was just dead.
So there's two different creatures. I mean, would you
Yeah.
like to attack the other creature?
Yeah, that's what I was attempting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, sorry I did not make that clear enough.
So can I say that whenever he did his final blow, that at the same time I pull my spear comes out and back to me and does some kind of gnarly ripping damage shit.
As I'm cutting at him,
sure.
I'll take the spear out and huck it back to you and rip it out.
Sick.
There you go.
You catch it, Bran. You see one of the faces still kind of stuck to the spear point.
13 piercing damage, non-magical, so
okay.
Not much.
Still better than nothing for sure. That's not right. Okay, cool. And it is now my Rune Swarm's turn. He's getting a little concerned with his friend being dead here, though he is going to go ahead and he'll double rune cast this time. The first one, he's going to go around Nugget here since he'll take that free advantage.
Can I counterspell?
Yes.
One of them probably.
You can counterspell one of them, yes.
I'll do the first one, I guess. And I will cast it at I'll cast it at 6th level.
Okay. You see this like almost tree-like shaped rune like almost carving itself into this beautiful spear point that just fizzles to the ground. The second one, however.
Sorry, Logan.
No worries. Yes, so the second one, you see as several of the runes light up, one like comes up towards you, and you just start to see like little flames flicking off of it, and this bright blue flame erupts from it towards you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna say, is that a blue dwarf? 17.
17 is 17 is a failure, unfortunately. So you will suffer the 34 points of fire damage.
Okay, I guess.
Tick, you are no longer confused since the thing confusing you died.
Well, I'm always confused, but now I'm not magically confused.
Sexually confused?
I am going to
Actually, chocolate.
I'm in a bonus action Misty Step up into the action here.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You just sort of casually drop onto the deck.
Well, looks like you're having lots of fun without me. Then I suppose I will cast. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a 3rd level Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Into the remaining creature, which I believe I have to make an attack roll for. Yeah, ranged spell attack. I got a 15.
15 does not hit, no.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And that is also my turn.
All right, fair enough. Tick, just cackling energy shoots out. Unfortunately, not quite able to find home. Sebney.
Alec, how close are you to me? Like,
I'm backed out of the range of the enemy.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, Alec, get out of here, and then I'm gonna shoot it again, hopefully hitting it again.
All right.
$30.
That'll hit.
All right. Let me
Was it a
roll.
natural 30 though?
It was close. It was real close. Dang, this damage was much worse. Yeah, 38 damage.
Okay, 38 damage. Still not too shabby from a single barrage of your quick fire bolts here. Anything's bonus action?
No, I'm just gonna. It's still the rune one, right? That the rune one's still alive. So I'm gonna just try to put its attention on me without, actually, trying to throw myself into it and taking damage. But
Okay. Go. What do you say to it to try to bring it towards you?
your mama ugly.
All right. You don't know if it has a mother, but you assume that if it does, it'll be pissed. Alec, your turn.
Okay. I'm curious about this. Is it a diva? Or is it a deva? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know.
The thing that the star is, it says it like has the stats of a celestial deva thing.
Yeah.
But one of its skills says it can change shape and it can polymorph into a humanoid or beast that has the same challenge rating or less. What is a beast? Because like a young gold dragon has the same challenge rating. Would it qualify and be able to turn into that?
Beasts are what he can do with polymorph. So anything that he's done, you can do.
So it's like it literally has the tag beast next to the creature.
Yeah, like not dragon or like monstrosity or
no.
Okay, damn. Okay, that sucks. Okay, well, okay. I was just curious. I'm gonna send this thing just flying towards the rune thing, and it's just gonna attack with its mace.
Okay.
It's apparently angelic star mace. Okay. All right. It's gonna roll a 22 for the first one.
All right, 22 is gonna hit.
And then the second one, it's gonna be a 14.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. So it's gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is a magic weapon if that makes a difference.
9 points. All right.
Hold on one second. And it's going to take 21 points of radiant damage as well.
It does not. Unfortunately, the creature made from light does not seem to be overly affected by radiant.
Okay. Cool. That's it.
All right. So bring us back up to the top. Well, Alec, do you want to do something with your turn? Or?
Oh, do I get to do that? I guess it has its own turn, so then I can do my own thing. Okay, tight. In that case, sorry, I didn't realize I could do that. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna cast Immolation on it.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, so here's the thing: is like if I cast another concentration thing, doesn't my star thing go away? Because that's a concentration as well.
Yep.
All my spells are concentration, like all of them.
Not all of them. Pretty sure Fireball's not a concentration.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to roast my homies. People are in proximity to this, right? I mean,
yeah,
he's like right up on it. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, 70 already dropped a Yo Mama joke. There's plenty of roasting going on. That's all I'm saying.
For real.
Okay.
You could use the chain. Magic.
Yeah. That's kind of lame, though. I'm just going to cast Scorching Ray on it.
Isn't it like this end-all, be-all of crazy Inquisitor weaponry that you get at like a high rank?
Yo ass, bro. What?
Stops magic.
I'm just kidding. It's
effects?
not lame. I just don't want to get
It
close.
can turn into like 7 different things. Isn't it like 30 feet long?
Mans goes, it's lame.
Okay, Scorching Ray. Go ahead and roll for those 3.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay. The first one is going to be. Sorry, guys. 17.
17 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, the second one is going to be. Oh my God, math. A dirty 30.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah. And then a 22.
That's gonna hit too.
All right, good deal. So it'll take 10 points of fire off the bat,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's going to take 15 points. Excuse me, 16 points of fire damage. Just
All right. Very nice.
Lasering it.
You're able to burn away some of the outer edges of the creature. It definitely seems to be having a bad day, Bran. This thing looks real rough. Like a good kick in the butt might kill it.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna do this big heave with my spear where I hold it back kind of like a javelin and I kind of throw my shoulder and throw the spear as hard as I can.
Cool.
And miss.
Okay.
I think
Reappears in your hand.
Advantage or
that is no, not for this one.
oh yeah, the
Because
space guy.
my vow, the other creature. I thought I could transfer it, but I was mistaken. That's a 16 to hit.
A 16 does not hit, unfortunately. Your spear does reappear in your hand, though.
And I will make another toss with a natural 20.
That's going to hit.
Nice.
And you do not need to tally the damage. How would you like to do this, sir?
Okay, so remind me. So this looks like kind of a mist of runes that kind of just float and twist and.
So it's like this greenish sort of iridescent mist with all these different colors sort of swirling through it, and then there are these 8 big like plaques of golden runes hovering through it.
So I want to say that as I heave this spear, I catch it and throw it back really fast, kind of overhand, and it's going to line up 3 of those things all together and just through all 3 of them.
Nice.
Kind of like in the movie where the guy pulls the bow and it goes through all the axes.
Yeah.
So we're just going to line up, 2 or 3 of them and just pierce them all.
All right. You see as the other runes just crack and break. The mist eventually slowly seems to fade away. And you find yourself out of immediate danger, though surrounded by these elementals. Sebni, are there any particular ones that you're seeking out?
Fire. Yeah, I'll give that to
It's in
Alec.
the background with like a flame, like.
Okay.
For the other 2, I mean, what flavors I got? I got what flavors I got down there?
I mean, there's pretty much any elemental you can think of. Just looking, you see things like combination elementals of air and lightning. You see various stone and metal elementals.
Whoa.
Beyond that, there's sort of like infused water and lightning and flame and poison.
Oh, that's so cool. I want the flame and poison one.
Okay.
And then I want the lightning water one.
Okay.
Dude, I'm a kid in a candy shop. I want one more. I don't want it. Actually.
Can we keep it?
Do you want pure? Yeah. Can we keep it, please? I looked at Alec. I say, would you prefer the poison fire or would you prefer pure, unadulterated fire?
I'm going to walk forward and see if I can look at them.
Yeah, there's the fire down there. And I think that one's water and lightning. I
don't know.
Down, you see there's the one that's sort of this poison infused flame. You see that as the flame kicks up, where it trails off and disappears, it leaves these little purple bubbles behind.
What about the regular fire? Is it just your standard fire elemental?
Yeah, it's just fire.
Then I probably gotta go the poison route, right?
You?
I mean, I look at 70. I'm just I think you know which one.
I got you. Water. No.
Yeah.
All right. I've grabbed the 3 bottles and I use some kind of label system, hopefully Scotch tape if that's invented. And I write poison water, or no, I write poison flame for the first one, and I think it poison flame.
You see as it just sort of arcs into the bottle.
Did he just say poison flame?
I'll be with you in a minute. And
you can see that it's pools at the bottom like a liquid, and there's little kicks of flame
All right. I like that. I like the water lightning one, but I'd like to shop a little more. What do we have other options that I can tell?
All right. Yeah, looking around a bit more, you do see some like stone fire mixtures that have this sort of like magma element to them. It almost looks like a perpetually like overflowing volcano with like magma kind of coursing down the sides. It walks through the area. Um, Outside of that, you do see quite a few more that sort of play off of like a water base, but you have like steam like kicking off some as they're this odd mixture between like the heat source of a fire elemental, but the nature of a water elemental. So it's just kind of this contorting steam that seems to be able to like fight its way through spaces and like reforge its body.
What of like earth related elementals? Because I feel like I'm a earthy guy.
Yeah, I mean there are a variety, like the magma one that I just mentioned, but there's also quite a few like magnetic elementals and things that seem to like work off of the natural aspects of metallurgy and things like that, where you have these different mixtures of gold and iron forged together, and it seems to have unique properties for a number of the different elementals that you see around.
I want a large one of those. Let me get a large gold magnetic one.
Okay, so you do see one, I'll say that it has this gold orb in its center, surrounded by these different platinum and silver rings that seem to almost orbit it in an odd way. And there's this inherent magnetism to it.
Like
Damn.
a Pokemon.
You hold up your... really?
I don't know. I was thinking of I don't know.
I have
You
I
hold
get
up
one
the
more.
bottle and you see it just... It contorts, and now that you see it within, you see it just sort of subtly shaking the bottle as it like twists and turns in upon itself.
I put the poison fire and the earth one right there, and I look to. Nah, I don't know. I just ponder. What else could I do? The lightning water to me sounds cool. What of air? What of the air elemental?
Okay, looking around, you do see a number of air elementals that play off of a variety of different things. The one that probably catches your eye most would be one that appears to be a cross between air and darkness. You can see that as the air like swirls, it has this internal core. It almost reminds you of the black hole that you saw long ago, this sort of swirling energy, the air seemingly forced around it. There's this gravity to it, and it's this gravity elemental.
It's between that one and the poison in the electric water.
Up to you.
Oh, come on, man.
If only I had a fourth bottle.
Gravity.
You got a gravity one. That's Earth. It's cool. It's its own thing.
It looks like kind of like Black Sun a little bit with the core.
That's what I was. You know what? I was thinking that same thing. Oh my god, dude! I see it. I see it now. All right. I want to do the light and dark orb. The one, yeah, the abyssal one, the deep black one, the air one.
Okay.
I will do that one.
Reach it up and you see as the air around it is like contorted and like slowly pulled. There's like elongation of its core as it plunks into the bottle.
And those are my three choices. I hold them up, like, you know, all three in my hand, and I look to them. Do they like have any? Are they like anthropomorphic at all? Like, do they have any distinct characteristics such as Draki did?
I mean, as you like look at them, you can see that, yeah, like there's clear aspects to them that like are forming faces. With the poison one, you see like these bubbles like popping that almost form these eyes as a bigger bubble pops to form a mouth. It's clear that they're not overly happy with their new state in life. You're kind of like banging up against the sides of these bottles, attempting to escape, but clearly they are designed to not allow such a thing.
Damn, this is awesome.
Rocky's still my favorite.
He's cool. I like him. Just like pure lightning. Maybe he'll make a guest appearance in the final fight. I don't know.
I like how he was like so red. Then you say something, you're like, no.
Classic. Anyway, as you guys sort of reconvene, collecting your elementals that you think might be useful for the following day, I will say that you all reach the next level. What level are you?
15.
Very
Yeah, we're
nice.
15 now. We'll go into 16.
16 going to 20.
16 out of 20, that's right. So you all level up, and I will say that over the course of the night, you do take the airship back up above the outside of these caves and outside of them. You remake the dome, and it's not an issue. So you find yourself camping in the skies, as there are now just 7 days until the red moon, and that's where we'll pick up next time.
Very
Excellent.
cool.
Yo, I'm about to have a AC of 24 to 27 with shield.
It's not bad.
Ridiculous. Can
I'm
I have
gonna
some of
have
that?
a lot of hit points.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to. You know what, guys? I don't think I've ever been hit with this armor class because I'm usually in demon form, or it's just like an effect. So,
Are we going to rest here where we're at?
like on
I
the
assume-
ship, like in
I
the
assume
sky.
you could just kind of hover in the sky.
Yeah. Don't forget to call Melandria.
Call her
Yeah,
number.
Just give her a call. Text her at least, you know. Let her know.
So, what is our like plans for the next 8 days or 7 days now? Like, do we have anything on the checklist?
Drink heavily.
I was gonna say maybe we should like.
Oh, dude, we
give
gotta
all
level
of
up
our
4 more
money-
times.
We should give all of our money to a bunch of random people and be like, have a fucking crazy ass party, and then so everyone
Damn.
dies
I
at
see
the
it.
same time, not knowing what went wrong, going out on a high note. You know,
Everybody's so drunk they don't realize the world ended.
I'm hoping it'll be fast like that. Like when we activate it, it'll just be like poof, and everything ripples out. But I think that's how we should do it. We should all be like sitting in an airship, looking out hundreds of miles around us. The towns are going nuts, and I'm like, this is how we gotta go out, you know?
All right, boys. Oh, I got to head to bed, but that was a lot of fun. I look forward